Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to my desk. It's like 7 p.m. on a Monday. I've had a long day. I just made myself some tea and I thought that I would sit down and show you guys in a hopefully quick video the purchases I made from Hobonichi for 2023. Primarily I ordered covers, but I have 2 Tetra books and then I have a week's book on the way. And I thought I would just show them to you because I like them a lot and I'm quite excited. This is not a true unboxing by any means. I ordered these in September, and October, and then received them in those same months. And it's like early November now. So I've had all of this for a while. I'm clearly using at least one of the covers. But I thought it would still be fun to show. I've been watching a lot of James L. Burke lately. I don't know if you're familiar with him. He makes like art journaling videos on YouTube. But he has a couple of videos about his Hobonichi Tacho 5-year. And he talks about how he like bought that because he wanted to sort of like have a reason to buy into the Hobonichi brand. And funnily enough, I think that sort of resonated with me this year in that I kind of decided that 2023 was going to be the year of Hobonichi for me and sort of discovered the covers and stuff. I had purchased Hobonichi for the first time in 2019. I can show you actually the cover I used. I ordered this in 2019. Obviously, I didn't have the Seasons of Hope cover on cover with it. It was just the pink with this really pretty blue interior. And I ordered this with a cousin Avec set. And I was really excited about it. It was like a birthday present. I didn't use the books very well. I like didn't know how. I know that sounds silly, but I got them and I sort of was just confronted by this massive semi-blank page. And I was sort of torn between using it as like a task list and using it as a journal, and the cover was weird to me because I had the Avec set and the Avec fits differently in the covers because it's obviously half the size of the cousin book. And I didn't need the pockets or anything, so it felt sort of superfluous and I was just really confused, honestly, by the whole setup. And so I just put this away, and just didn't pull it out again, at least for any extended period of time, until July of this year. July of this year, I started using the Hobonichi Cousin Avec. The second half of the year, I started using it as a planner and really enjoyed it. And I was also, at that time, starting to use the A6 book as like a diary and a memory keeper. That's primarily the sizes that I've purchased this year because I sort of, I'm really committed to the A6 size. I've used it in various iterations, whether in Midori or Hobonichi or Stylogy, for like years now, and it is just a size that I feel really comfortable in. So I got really excited by the idea of like having a collection of these really beautiful A6 covers. Anyway, with all of that being said, here's an A5 cover. This is the Hanataba No.1, I think. And yes, it is so gorgeous. It's inside of a plastic cover, as you can see, but it's honestly unnecessary. The cover material is like a coated canvas, and it actually feels really nice, and is really like interesting. Like it's a very like tactile experience, and it probably would do pretty well without a cover. And as you can see, something has gotten underneath the plastic cover anyway. So yeah, it would probably do just fine without the plastic cover, but I've honestly just been using a plastic cover for so long now that like I like how it feels. And I do like the added protection, but mostly I just kind of, it's like when grandmothers have like plastic on their couches and like it's not like comfortable precisely, or it's not like super, and it feels sort of like over the top, but then you just kind of like get used to it, and there's something nice about it. Anyway, that's what this is. yeah, none of this matters. I don't think. There's just random stuff. Again, photo of my cat, some notes, some classes I want to take. Just, my book in here. There's a pocket in the back. Ta-da! Usual Hobonichi stuff. This is gorgeous. I kind of went with my gut in ordering this. None of the covers appealed to me initially. I like the Tokyo metronome was like kind of cute, but like I don't have a particular connection to Tokyo, so it felt really like that cover's very Tokyo. Like you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, that's Tokyo, or like that's supposed to be invoking Tokyo, and I just have no affiliation with it, and it just seems sort of too much. And then I think I toyed with a couple others for a while, but I kind of just went with my gut on this one because I really liked the colors. And I also sometimes draw flowers this way, so it's sort of, I don't know. It's really nice. I loved it. I've loved it every day, more every day. Yeah, anyway, so that's the cover I've been using since I got it. I got this in September, and I just immediately started using it. I ordered one other A5 cover. I ordered this in October when I placed a second order because I wanted some A6 covers. This is just the Night Flamingo cover in like the Colors collection, which is their like just like nylon material, just like basic covers. They're all like what is this? Yeah, they're all just like solid colors. And this is really gorgeous. It is like I think it's showing up a little bit more blue on camera, but it's a really like deep purple, and then this like just bam, bright in your face pink on the inside. And I have the, what's it called? Like Lights in the Distance clear cover on cover over it. It pops really well because, they're constellations, and this is like dark purple, like the night sky. Cute. So those are the only two A5 covers I bought. As I said, I primarily was focusing on getting A6 covers for two reasons. One, as I mentioned before, the A6 size is a size that I know that I will use in some way, shape, or form pretty much always. Even when I've gone through periods where I just haven't been in an A6, I always go back to it. It's the size that I feel most at home in, and that I can make work for whatever I want, whether that's journaling, time tracking, or planning. So my thinking in like letting myself use my stationery budget on so many A6 covers was that I know that I'll always have a reason to go back to them. And the second reason is that A6 covers are cheaper than A5. So I was planning to use the Cousin as my planner for next year. I think that's changed. I'll do a video later chatting about why specifically. But even though I knew that I was going to use that all year, I only wanted to get like one or two covers because, again, they're so expensive, and I'd rather like just really live in those couple of covers and have more of the A6 in this size that I know that I'll always use than to, spend more on these covers that are inherently more expensive that I am sort of less likely to use. And I think I was really smart in doing that because clearly I'm not committed to the A5 Cousin in the way that I thought I was. So yeah, that's why I bought several A6 covers. Specifically, I ordered 3. I'm going to start with the one that's in use at the moment, and that will always have my cat's hair on it because he's a white, long-haired beast. But yeah, okay, this is the Blazer Stripes cover, and it has my heart and soul. I think this is like the most gorgeous, most incredible, most amazing cover ever. And like, listen, I'm not like, I don't own any like leather covers or anything. I'm really not a person who like has used them in the past. But I kind of, I've been thinking of these as like art pieces almost. That may sound a bit silly, but like, I started thinking about it a lot, I think, with this cover, because this cover feels like very artistic to me. Like it feels like an art piece. Likewise, I ordered the like the plate of confectionaries weeks book that will be arriving soon, and that like literally is like a piece of art. It's like from the Edo period, and it was done by like a painter, and you know, the Tokyo Metronome, even though it didn't resonate with me, is like an art piece by an artist, and I really like the idea of having that on my notebooks. I love art and I'm a writer and I'm really like inspired by art as a writer. And so, and you know, also I don't think we engage with art enough in like our daily lives, most of us anyway. And so I don't know, I really liked the idea of having these pieces that function as art and that are beautiful, that, you know, can shield and hold my notebooks, which are so precious to me and which I touch like every single day. Anyway, with that little interlude done, again, this is the Blazer Stripes zipper cover using Yorkshire tweed from the Abraham and Sons company that was founded in like, I don't know, I think it's like 1738 or something. There's a little card inside. Let me find it. Sorry, 1837, the year of Queen Victoria's coronation. Yeah, so it's genuine Yorkshire tweed, which is still in demand at fashion brands all over the world. It has this really gorgeous, like, burgundy, I think is the color, interior, and then there's like this pocket in the back that can fit like A5 size sheets. They'll fold and crease in the center, but because an A6 is like half of an A5, they fit, in case you were curious. I know there's like a lot of questions, or I had a lot of questions anyway, about like zipper covers before I ordered this. And when I was considering getting the green like Voluto cover for the A5, the zipper is really soft. It doesn't get in the way if you want to write in the book while it's in the cover. It can, like, if you're not wearing a shirt or anything that covers your wrist, like, you can feel it, obviously, like, it's still there, but it doesn't, like, scratch really hard or anything. It's, like, a really soft, like, quality zipper, and, you know, it's very roomy. There's, like, a secret pocket back here that I have some Coffee Monsters code die cuts in, pen loop. Yes, I love this so much. I placed a second order, as I said, for this, plus some other things, but this was the impetus of the order. It's like squishy. I like gave this to my boyfriend because I was like so excited about it, and I was like, look, and he was like, this is a planner cover, what the fuck do I care? But he was like squeezing it and he was like, yeah, I like how that feels. Yes, I'm very excited about this. I love this so much. I will say, I don't think that I will ever be able to bring myself to take this outside of the house. I think I would be too nervous about it getting dirty, because I love it so much. But we'll see. Maybe that will change with time. I'm usually not like too precious with items like this, so maybe that'll change. I have two other A6 covers to show. We have this one, which is the Cinnamon Apple, again from like the Colors collection. It's their like really basic nylon covers with this really like pretty like beige interior. I was really into the red this year, and I kind of liked that this matched the red of the Hanataba. They're very different shades actually, but you know, to me they match. So bright, such a bright red, so like vibrant and like in your face, which is what I really loved about it. I didn't want to go for anything like too muted and tame. And then again, I had the Lights in the Distance cover on this one. I really like, oh, sorry if it's not focusing properly, but I really like how the beige and like the stars and like the actual lines of the constellations like really pop against the red. I think they match. I do think it's kind of incredible how they managed to put together these cover-on-covers every year that match all of the colors in their Colors collection. Like, I'm sure it's done intentionally. Obviously, it's done intentionally. But I, you know, initially when I looked at this and then I looked at this, I was like, there's no way those fit. But in actuality, I think they do. And I think that's true for all of the Colors covers. And then the last cover I have from this year, from 2022, or the 2023 launch, excuse me, is the Aristocats cover. I listen. I fucking love the Aristocats, and specifically, I love Marie. I love the scene where she's like, "Girls don't start fights, but they can finish them." She was my icon as a child. So I like screamed when I saw that they were doing an Aristocats collection. And I was dead set on like getting the Aristocats A5 cover for my cousin for my planner for 2023. And then I saw the price and I was like, fuck that, not happening. For those who don't know, the A5 version of this cover is like $75, I think. The A6 size is like 45, I think, which is still a lot. Like, believe me, like that is like goddamn Disney. But it's so cute. Anyway, this is the Aristocats cover. It's so precious. Look at her. She's so cute. I really like the shade of pink on the interior. I love the purple bookmarks. Even though I never use these, I tuck them out of sight. And then again, I love the little leather tags. They're so cute. I like little touches like that. I like the little art on the side, and then... Sorry, all of these live in plastic covers because, as I said, they sort of grown on me and they protect them. But it says, "Trust me, a good day is about to begin," which I fucking love. And then in the secret pocket, if you haven't seen yet, there's a little doodle of the 3 kittens. It's so cute. I'm so excited about this. I haven't used it yet. The only covers that I'm using at the moment from the 2023 lineup is the A5 cover that I showed, and then the blazer stripes for my journal. The other cover I have in use, which I can show, because I guess I showed it last year, but oh well. I have the Footprints cover from 2022, which is like a picture of, I think, New York. I'm gonna pretend it's New York. I love this so much. I think it's really gorgeous. Again, this is a cover that until like literally yesterday, I was using this without the plastic cover and it was just fine. But I wanted to like take this out to like a coffee shop with me, and like because this is so light, I got nervous. So I put it in a plastic cover, but it could do without. And then the only other cover I have is this one, which is the Cat Over Kanda cover. My cat is a white cat, as I think I've mentioned about 1,000,000 times, and I bought this last year pretty much purely because of him. They don't even look alike. This is not what my cat looks like, but he's white and this cat is white, and I was like, that's good enough for me. And as if Monty knew this was for him, he rubbed his face against the tags, or against the butterfly closures, and they're slightly discolored from he's like a Himalayan Persian mix or whatever, which has like I call it eye gunk. It's like he has this like tear stuff that like accumulates on his eyes, and it's so bad and like impossible to like or to eliminate entirely. But anyway, his eyes were tearing up and he rubbed them against my cover, and now they're like slightly miscolored. And I wasn't able to get it completely off. And at this point, I actually stopped trying because every time I look at it, I'm like, aw, thanks, Monty. Anyway, this is like a really like a soft canvas. It's not like coated like the A5 cover is. So this one I usually always have in a plastic cover, but it's just been in like storage because I'm not using it at the moment. And again, it's just like a beige, like a silky beige interior. So that's all for the covers, which again were primarily what I was ordering this year because I wanted to like, I don't know, I was really caught up in that idea of like the A6 covers is like art and like using those notebooks all the time, and I don't regret it at all. I wish that I hadn't purchased the second A5 cover, maybe the Night Flamingo one. Just only because I don't know that I'm going to use the cousin next year. But honestly, like, I use A5 anyway, and I can fit pretty much any A5 notebook in there. So, like, I know that I'll use them again in some capacity. So I'm not, like, I'm pleased. I had initially when I'd ordered the 2019 one, and then I didn't use it because I was like baffled by the whole system. I'd thought a billion times about just getting rid of that cover, but then it ended up being like a sort of key to me enjoying my Cousin Avec again this year. So this is stuff that, like, worst case scenario, I'll resell it in a year or two for like a profit. But more likely than not, I'll continue to use them, and I'll pull them out, as I want to. I did order this. This is the Aristocats vertical pouch, in like the bow and ties fabric. As you can see, mine's a little bit dirty, because I keep this in my purse, like all day, all the time. It feels so nice, by the way. I'd expected it to be like way cheaper than it is, honestly. But it feels really nice. I've only stained it once. I think that's coffee, but that's to be expected. The only thing I don't like about this actually is this ribbon. It's like fine quality or whatever. It's not like fraying, but it actually comes undone all the time. It's like really loosely tied, and I have to just redo it. So I'm thinking at some point I'll probably you could probably like hot glue this, but I don't own any hot glue. But anyway, I'll probably have replaced this with like a keychain or something. But anyway, this is again the vertical, and this just goes in my purse. I have like my Vax card. I have some gum. I have my When We Were Young Fest wristband. I have some hand cream. Normally, my keys, hand sanitizer, lip balm, sometimes a nail file if I can fit it, go in here. But I had a whole thing. I had like a job interview. I had to like take some things out to like downsize for another bag. But anyway, I really like this. It was like $20, I think, and I'm happy with it. I was tempted to buy the horizontal one as well when I ordered in October, but I resisted. I got this actually initially because I wasn't going to order any of the Aristocats covers, because I didn't order any A6 covers initially. And this was my like pièce de résistance. But then I got the A6 cover, so oops. I ordered 3 books for 2023, technically speaking. The first here is just this A6 weekly supplement, which is just a really small book. It's smaller than the A6 size. It's designed to fit inside the cover of an A6. And this just has weekly spreads that you can use with the Hobonichi Tacho A6 books, because they don't have weekly spreads. I haven't opened it yet, and I'm not going to now. I'm just gonna wait there. I don't have any specific plans for it. I bought it because it's literally like $3. If you've never ordered from the Hobonichi website itself, and you've only ordered from like JetPins or something, all of the accessory items are extremely cheap. The markup is kind of incredible. I know why. Like, it makes sense. It is pretty incredible if you compare. So I like got quite a few accessories because they're like $2 to $5 each, and that is like absurdly cheap for, these like little items that like I think add to the whole Hobonichi experience. Anyway, I also purchased the Hobonichi Tacho planner. At the time of ordering in September, I was using this planner for daily sticker memory keeping, where I would choose like 3 to 4 stickers to represent each day, and then journal about like around those stickers. I showed it a little bit in my last video, and it was working so well, and I was so happy with it that I decided to go ahead and order the 2023 edition. And then by the time this arrived to me, I had already realized that it wasn't going to work, because I would have had to have this planner for sticker memory keeping, and then this planner for sticker memory keeping, and then another journal for like any like long form journaling I wanted to do, any like ephemera or like stickers, receipts, memorabilia that I wanted to collect. I would have to do that in a separate book because there isn't enough space. So I've since changed all of that. I'm just using a plain A6 Hobonichi book. So anyway, by the time this arrived, I already wasn't using this book anymore, so I didn't open it. I'll like probably hold on to this, or potentially if like one of my friends wants it, I'll just give it to them. Potentially could resell it if I wanted to, but I don't know. I'll probably just hold on to it or give it away. Bit of a bummer, honestly. And then we have this, which I have opened, which is the Hobonichi Tacho Cousin in the English edition, which you can tell because it's orange. And yeah, so this is the A5 book that has the weeklies and the dailies. And I was using this in the Avec version, but I was really intrigued by that this was in English this year, sort of the novelty of having the first year of the English cousin, and also intrigued by having the full year in one book as opposed to the Avec system, which is the year split into two. And I was really excited to use this, but due to a recent planner conundrum, I don't actually think I'm going to be using this next year. So again, I'll have to either give it to a friend or perhaps resell it before the start of the year. A bit frustrating on my own part, but again, it happens. I'll talk more about this in like a different video. That's not why we're here, but I do have this, and I do have the English, and I do have the A6 supplement. And then as far as accessories go, I did purchase the A5 Aristocats like file folders, but they're not file folders, they're just folders. Anyway, they're nothing to write home about. I also ordered 3 of these, which are they're like the photo albums. They're like a little bit smaller than A6 size, and they hold 3x5 photographs. And they're like the perfect size to hold most standard like sticker sheets. And I thought that I would use this. At the time, I didn't have my stickers in anything. They were they were in like a pouch, and it was just all of them. So anytime I wanted to use them, I had to pull out all the stickers and leaf through them and figure out what I wanted. So I purchased 3 of these. Again, they're super cheap, thinking that I would use them and that they would be perfect. And like, as you can see, they do fit. I just find this process really cumbersome. I see a lot of people do it and it works for them, but for me it was genuinely just so annoying to have to like reach in and pull out a sticker sheet every time I wanted to use it. I hated like fiddling with the plastic and like then putting them all back, and like I don't know, it just didn't work. And pretty much immediately I was like, oh, this is not what I wanted, or this is not how I expected this to go. So then I ordered my reusable sticker book that I showed in my last video, and that's what I've been using for my stickers, except for these, which are just neglected and forgotten inside of this sole book. The other 2 have been emptied, and I'm just waiting for a reason to use them. Maybe I'll print some 3x5 photographs or something. Yeah, okay, I also got one of the card slot versions, which you can use to like store business cards, but mine is full with like my social security card and stuff, so I'm not going to show you that. I did get this though, which I really like, and these are just these 2 little paper notepads. They're really cute, and this one has a little cat on like a red moon. At least that's how I'm interpreting it. And this one has this lines and a flower. I really like the paper, actually. I don't know what it is. It's probably the same paper that they use in the Hobonichi Papers books, which I've never used before. But yeah, they just tear off. They're not sticky or anything. It's just a memo pad. I keep a couple of sheets of each of these in pretty much all of my my planner books inside the covers in the pockets, and they just make like cute little decor in my journal, or just cute note paper for notes and whatever. I really like these. These again were like $2 or something, and they brought me immense joy, and I am so pleased to have them. Okay, so that was my Hobonichi 2023 haul. I appreciate you watching and listening to my rambles about planner covers as art, I guess. Um, like and subscribe if you feel so inclined, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.